wherever you are watching me from. Welcome to this live session. It promises to be interesting. We're just going to be having a conversation, okay? I want us to chat. If you're just joining me, welcome to this channel. This is your Brands Connect. And if you're just seeing my face for the first time, my name is Akachi. And yeah, you're welcome to this live session. Please, as soon as you get on this live, make sure you click that share button and share to as many people as possible. Let's reach as many people as possible so we can have a very interesting time during this live video. Please, guys, you should forgive my voice. So I'm having a cold, having a bit of a cold, so my voice is kind of it's kind of rough. And I'm really hoping it doesn't disturb me during this live session. So this is going to be a Q&A session. I think the last time I came live like this, that we had this kind of conversation was, oh my God, it's been a while. Oh. It's been over 2 weeks now. I think the last actual live session I came on face-to-face was, I think, about 3 weeks ago now, if I'm not mistaken. So, anywho, happy to be here, happy to be seeing your faces, or happy to be seeing that you're here, even if I'm not seeing your face. Happy to know that you're here watching with me, and I want us to have a very fun time. I will actually be referring to my screen because I want to be taking questions from you guys. So if you have a question, please drop it. If you have a question, please drop your question in the comments section. If you have any question for me, ask me anything. Ask me anything. I think one of the reasons why I got discouraged from going live, see, this is going to be a relatable conversation, okay? So I'm going to be talking here and there. I'm going to be saying a number of things, but you're going to get value at the end of it. I don't want it to be like that lecture hall, serious, recorded video kind of thing. Okay, so we'll be talking about several things, but you're going to be getting value from it, right? So, one of the things this week has really been wonderful, or should I say last week? I don't know what happened to the algorithm. I don't like to blame the algorithm, really. I'm still starting out, and honestly, I shouldn't be paying too much attention to the views, but of course, we're humans, and we just can't help it. We just can't help but, you put in so much energy and work into creating content, creating these videos. You don't expect to just go to bed and forget that you did something, right? But to protect your mental space, you actually have to help yourself by, see, don't worry about the things you can't control. This, you have done your parts. You have created a video. You have scripted, done your research, done your best in shooting a very good quality content. Once you post, the control is out of your hands. You don't have control anymore. Okay? So why worry about something you can't change? Why worry about something you can't control? The algorithm will do its thing. It will work when it will work. But all you need to do is to make sure you stay magnetic enough and stay consistent enough that the algorithm will at one point in its life not be able to ignore you, and people will not be able to ignore you because the algorithm will be left with no choice but to recommend you to every single person who has the slightest interest in your kind of content. And trust me, that day is coming. So if you feel discouraged, if you felt discouraged, and the competition is quite high, there's so many people talking about the same things as you, and that is why I talked about having your own unique perspective in one of my videos. So you have to have a unique perspective on any of your topics, anything you want to talk about, anything you're doing, really, on all the topics you're going to be talking about. Make sure you have a unique perspective that will get people interested, that will get people to want to know, what is this person talking about? What value does this person have to offer, right? Now, I've seen a lot of people. There's a particular niche on this YouTube. I don't want to mention names. because it's something I'm actually interested in. It's a niche that I watch a lot on and I learn a lot from. And I am also very close to that niche because I talk about things regarding that particular topic. I don't want to mention, but especially the Nigerian creators in that particular niche, they tend to say the same thing. Like, for example, within a space of 2 days, every creator in that particular niche seems to be saying the same thing. Their topics are the same, the thumbnails are saying having the same text, the titles are the same, and what they have to say is literally the same, you know? And it gets me wondering, don't these people have like a unique voice? Can't they find a way to say the same thing but in a different way, or have a unique angle to it? Why does everybody have to say the same thing? Or why is there like a pressure of who has to say this thing first? Who who has to say this thing first? You don't have to feel that much pressure, man. Just be yourself and show up the way you should, but make sure you're having that unique touch to it, that unique angle that makes you stand out. If there's anything I like to be in this life, is to stand out, is to be unique, is to be seen for my own unique perspective, not because I am just part of the crowd, you know. So yeah, I feel like that is one thing that is lacking. And yes, going back to what I was saying, I said one of the reasons why I was quite discouraged from 2 weeks ago and last week, my metrics, the analytics really dropped. My reach, my impressions really dropped drastically. And of course, as a human being, as you can say, yes, I'm a strategist, I'm a social media strategist, but I'm first a human, right? If those things happen, we would definitely feel it. We'll definitely be concerned. But I've learned to quiet the noise inside and focus on the work that I'm doing, because if you keep staring at those analytics, if you keep focusing on all those on all those dropping numbers, you will lose your mind, and it will, you know what that does is it will drain your energy from creating more content, more powerful content. If you keep staying or focusing your mind or fixing your mind on what is not working, you're going to just hinder yourself from doing what will actually work. And it's crazy how it works, but it does work. Okay, so I will just, what I'm saying right now, I'm saying it to all of us. I ranted last week on my community post, and a number of you guys commented. But yeah, it's real. But one thing you should not do is give up. Okay, don't give up. Now who give up? Nine lose. If you give up, you lose, because this algorithm is actually waiting for people to give up. But you can't give up. Like, a lot of YouTubers are giving up every day. A lot of YouTubers. See, if you're watching me right now, I want to see your chat. Tell me where you're watching from, okay? I'm seeing a number of people joining this live. I want it to be an interactive session, and I'm rambling now because I'm actually I want people to be talking with me in the comments. So please join the chat, say something, tell me where you're watching from, tell me your name and where you're watching from. I want to say hello to you. I want to give you a shout out. So yeah, yes, so as I was saying, this algorithm is banking on a lot of creators giving up, and you have to disappoint it. Disappoint the devices of the enemy, okay? You have to disappoint the devices of the enemy. You have to disappoint that plan or that whatever it is. I've seen a lot of comments, a lot of creators who say, oh, algorithm hates small creators. Pardon me. Or the algorithm doesn't care about small creators. The truth is, that could be true or not true. It depends on how you want to look at it. And that is why you have to be consistent, so the algorithm will see so much of you that it can't ignore you. They can't just not care. You will get to the point where they can't ignore you, because people are now loving your content, people are watching your videos, they are sharing your videos, and so you can't stop now. You can't stop now. I can't imagine how many times I have deleted videos and I actually regretted it. And that is what I want to tell you today. See, if you post a video that you don't consider valuable or viable or good enough because you're not confident in how you looked in that video, or you're not confident in the numbers you were getting, or maybe, my views were low, my views were low. And you're like, I posted this video and in 24 hours you're still getting 3 views. And in your mind you're like, okay, let me just delete this video. And you did. Hey, God, I beg. That could be the worst thing you may have done for your channel, because you're going to give the algorithm, especially when you're a new creator and you're just starting out, you may just have succeeded in giving the algorithm some more work to start looking for your audience again. Because see, this is how the algorithm works, okay? This same algorithm that everybody is talking about, if you understand how it works, you just keep yourself at you. Yes, the worry is there, but you just be at peace. You just quiet all that noise. See, if you keep posting your valuable videos, your valuable content. Hi Sosa 011, how are you doing? Welcome to my live. Where are you watching from? Let me know. Where are you watching from? Let me know where you're watching me from. So if you keep posting these videos, you're giving the algorithm enough data to find your ideal audience. Do you know, at a point I stopped sharing my videos with, on the YouTube, on my WhatsApp groups, and Facebook. When I started, I was very, now as a beginner, you're very excited and you want those views to pop up. And once I post, the first thing I will do is I'll copy the link and I will post it. Oh, great. You're watching from Nigeria. I'm streaming from Nigeria as well. I'm in Nigeria. We're Niger people. Welcome to the family. I hope you are having fun. I want you to drop any question you have for me regarding social media strategy, especially if you, I don't know, we're basically having this conversation for introvert creators. So if you're an introvert creator and you're struggling with anything as an introvert creator, feel free to ask me your questions and I will, normally. Thank you for joining in and for engaging. I'm super happy that you're here. So if you're an introvert creator or you know any who is struggling, please make sure you share this live to them so they can be a part of it. I'm not going to be spending so much time this afternoon on this live because I think my son, my baby is awake, and very soon he's going to be calling my attention. So you guys have mercy on me, okay? Hi Danny Blocks, right? 6. Please pardon me, I need to take some water. Oh my I have a cold, please forgive me, I beg. I have a cold and it's making my voice really rough. Thank you for being a fan. I am happy that you're part of the, oh my god, you've subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm happy you have subscribed. Welcome to the Your Brands Connect family. I'm happy you guys are here. So if you have a question for me, please drop it. I am here to answer your questions, especially regarding content creation and staying consistent as an introvert creator on this space. All right. Now it's interesting that I'm just starting out on YouTube, but I've been a content creator for what now? I think I started creating content in 2020 officially as a business or as my personal brand. In 2022, was it 2022 or 2023? Yeah, I think yes, early 2023. Personally, I was actually creating content for the organization where I worked before now, but personally I started my own content creation in 2023, and that was on Instagram and on TikTok, of course. But I've been putting off starting content creation on YouTube for a very long time, but I finally did it and I'm very happy that I did. It's quite different from what you get on TikTok, on those short form platforms where attention span is quite very tiny. People are in a haste, people are moving, people are on the move, people just want to watch something quick and exciting and move ahead. But on YouTube, that is why you need to do more with your videos, okay? Because these are long form, you're dealing with more of long form content, so your videos have to be engaging enough, have to be valuable. One of the differences between those smaller social, let me not call them smaller, but those short form based social media platforms, and YouTube is, you, what was I saying? Okay, the difference, right, is in the value. Now you want to keep people short. What do I call it? YouTube is not just a social media platform. It's a search engine. Okay, it's a search engine that requires you to do a lot of work, and you can't just put out anything. It's not just for entertainment, it's for value. People are searching for value, people are searching for solutions to problems. You're looking for one recipe, you're looking for a solution to this, you're looking for how to get specifications for a phone or a device you want to buy. You come on YouTube. You don't even go to Instagram, right? You come on YouTube because that's where you get meaningful insights, where someone didn't just do an unboxing, but they did a complete, you know um, talk, or review of that particular product. So when you're buying that product, you're going with the right information. So you have to differentiate YouTube from Instagram and the likes, and that is why it requires more work. Please pardon me, I have a cold. So that is why it requires more work, and but it's not impossible to do. There are so many ways. There are so many ways to um, help yourself and make yourself very consistent, so you don't burn out and you don't miss out on the value that YouTube has to offer. Hey Sosa, I watched some of your short videos. They are fun. Thank you. Please pardon me, guys. Thank you so much. We're doing our best. We're doing our best, and I'm sure you're going to be getting way more from me in 2026. Okay, so I want to pull back the curtain for a second. I was talking about how I felt very bad about the diminishing impressions on some of my content that I posted recently. Honestly, I sat down in a chair and I stared at my camera for a while. Throughout this week, I've only posted one long form content, and would I say that is not completely intentional. I just kind of wasn't on. I kind of wasn't feeling super motivated. That's the word. I wasn't exactly feeling very motivated. And I must tell you, it was also a good time to reflect. I kind of used that to do something else. And interestingly, guys, I think this will be the first time I'm mentioning it on my channel. I actually was able to start my second YouTube channel, which is actually a faceless channel. I don't want to say the name here because I'm still working on it. It is actually live. I've actually launched it already, and the views are coming in gradually, but I am actually positioning that channel for a particular kind of audience. So I'm not going to be talking much about it, but within these few days I have done something tangible. While my first YouTube channel was kind of dropping on the views and impression, I used that as an opportunity. I turned all that negativity and channeled all that energy into creating something new, and it's working, because I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for my faceless channel, and I'm just grateful to God. It just dropped in my heart last week, and honestly it didn't take me up to two days, and that channel was set up. Excuse me. That channel was set up, and I got to work instantly, created the first video within 2 days, and posted. And in the space of 1 week, I have posted 3 videos on that channel, and I worked on everything from scratch. So yeah, all that negativity can actually turn into something else. What I did, I know one of the lessons I learned from those few days when my productivity or impressions dropped on this particular channel is I stopped focusing so much on those numbers. When I saw that, okay, numbers have dropped, I've gotten angry, let me get over it and get onto something else, right? I don't have control over it. If they want to improve, they will improve. If the views are going to stay the same. I can't control it. There's nothing I can do about it, right? So like, instead of to keep worrying over it, let me use that energy to do something else. And that is one thing you should do as well. Instead of, you know, keeping yourself hooked on something that is not working, or something that is bringing your spirit down, channel that energy into something else, or else you're going to lose your mind and you're going to give up on this YouTube journey. And I believe that is not what you want to do, because see, consider me your big sister on this platform, and I'm here to um, give you the pump you need. Okay, I'm here to give you the pump you need. So do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? But first of all, let me ask you guys a question. I've been talking about myself. I've been talking about the struggles I face here on YouTube. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been in this situation? Please let me know in the chat. If I hope I'm not alone on this, right? Have you had the perfect plan on paper, but your social battery is at 2? Remember, I'm talking about introverts especially right now, because these are the people we roll, okay? We are the people who mostly have challenge with putting ourselves out there on social media. But it's way easier on social media than going out there to socialize. I am happy talking with you guys here, but when it comes to social, I'm tired. I easily get tired of social gatherings and events. I can't do it. So you see that influencer life? I once considered it, and I thought it was going to be something I would be ready to do, but it it's hard for me. It's not my thing. And you, as if you're an introvert like me, please don't even force yourself. Your quiet nature is a blessing. Your quiet nature is a blessing. It's not something you have to run from. It's not even something you have to fix. It is something that is good, and you can make the best out of it. If you watch some of my videos, I spoke directly to introverts. You're going to get one or two valuable tips from there that you can use to run a successful social media business. And in the coming days, I'm going to actually put up more content in this regard. So if you are a struggling content creator, or an introvert creator that is struggling with one of these challenges, identity crisis, what niche you should choose, what videos you should do, or you have so many ideas in your head and you don't know how to put any of them into a video, where do you start? I'm going to be talking about those problems in details and giving you my practical tips on how to, circumvent those issues and make sure you're successful at your social media business. Okay, so this year is not the year to give up. If see, that year has sailed. That was 2025, and if God kept you till 2026, it means he has a plan for you, and you want to make sure that you find that plan and you begin to get it done. And see, that idea of wanting to be perfect, or wanting every situation, all the variables to be perfect or in place before you get started, that's the biggest deception ever. If you want to be successful, see, if you have really taken the time to go to my channel, you will notice that my first 2 videos that are supposed to be long form content, my first 2 videos, not short, my first 2 videos are repurposed. These were actually normal short videos I posted on Instagram a while ago. I wasn't ready for long form content. I didn't have any long form videos I had shot for YouTube, but I just woke up. You remember I said I've been putting off starting on YouTube for a very long time, but one day I just got up, and it was as if the Holy Spirit slapped me and said, what this girl, what are you why are you wasting time? You've had this idea. I have given you this idea from day one, and you're here sitting around and giving excuses. Oh, you don't have this one. I don't have a big studio. I don't have the aesthetics. I don't have a good phone yet. I don't have all the lighting I need. Really? And then I wake up and I see people shooting in very, places that you think are not good enough, but they're getting the views. They're reaching people. There are people who are getting value from their content. And one of the biggest motivations for me that helped me get started was my best friend actually also started this journey towards the end of last year, I think in October, and I was the one who was going to be shooting her videos because I shoot videos as well. I also edit. I shoot her videos, her cooking videos, because she's very interested in um, cooking. She loves cooking a lot. She's always known how to cook ever since I knew her from school. And I mean, it was such a fantastic idea that she decided to put this into good use. I mean, what's the best way to start on YouTube but to do something you already love, something you're very good at, right? And she said, oh girl, babe, see, I need to do this thing, and I need your help because she's not very good with content creation. And this is where I come in, right? I have the skill already. And I'm like, girl, I did for you, I did for you. And we started. And when I saw how it was going, I was like, Jesus, so I've been wasting my time. Like, so which excuse do I now have? Do you understand? And that was when I said, see, to the pits with any excuses that I've used to cloud my mind, it's time to get to work. It's time to put all those ideas into action. And up I went. Also, I picked up some of the videos that I had shot before last year, 2 years ago, that I used on YouTube, on Instagram and TikTok, and I posted them. And before you know it, they started getting views, and I'm like, wait, God, I beg. And once that momentum had kicked off, I was motivated to start shooting proper videos, and we're not stopping anytime soon, by the grace of God. We're not stopping. So tell me, have you ever been in that situation where you've had the perfect plan, but your social battery is on a zero, like you're not feeling motivated, and you feel like everybody's moving, but you're just stuck, you know? Maybe because your energy is not high enough. Trust me, your energy doesn't have to be on 100. Just start where you are. Start where you are, or else that is how it will keep being. You know that situation you find yourself where you've had this idea, God just drops an idea in your head and you keep procrastinating. You don't put it into action until you wake up the next day and find out that someone else has shot the video on the very same idea that you should have done. If you have ever experienced that, please just say yes in the comment section. Say yes in the comment section. Say yes in the chat. Have you ever experienced it? If you're a creator, you've had an idea, a fantastic idea that you thought, oh my God, if I make this video, I'm probably going to get lots of views and people are going to find it interesting. But you procrastinated for one reason or the other. Or you just said, oh, later, let me just do it later. And then you find out that the next day you wake up, oh, a very short time from that time of you not implementing what you have, the idea that has been given to you, you find another creator doing the exact same thing. And that is exactly how it works. Because those ideas are not going to wait for you. Things are going to keep moving on. The world is going to keep moving on. So you have to decide if you want to be productive or you just want to be among those watching content. Do you want to be a creator? Do you want to be the value that keeps giving? Or you just want to be the one who keeps spending time watching content? You're just consuming. You just want to be the consumer. You don't want to be a producer. Okay? So decide which part of that food chain you want to be on. And I think that would help you to find the clarity that you need. So now, this is one of the tips that I use. Now, one of the challenges we face as introvert creators is, hey, God. Now, a lot of people will see me on this chat right now, and I sound very chatty. I'm sounding very on there. But on a normal day, I really just want to go be by myself, even in my house. Even in my house, I can tell my husband, see, I just want a moment to myself. Let me just be. I just want some quiet time, right? We love to be by ourselves. We enjoy our own company. But you're not thinking, how will I put up this very happy, or it's not like we're sad, right? But you're not always energetic. You don't have that energy for social gatherings or for socializing, basically. and you're thinking, how am I going to do it with content creation? How am I going to show up without people noticing that I'm not really vibing with this thing? See, one thing you have to do, and I have actually shot a proper video on what I'm about to say right now, is for you to build an alter ego. Hey God, you know what an alter ego is, right? It's just like when you have double personalities, not a split personality. It's quite different. Double personalities. So your real self is your quiet, oh, I want to be under the duvet kind of person. But when you have value to give and you want to shoot that content, you're like, see, all that, see, let me just, I have my glasses. I have two glasses that I wear for content creation. Once I put on these glasses, I am now the strategist. So you listen to me. Okay, so when I put on these glasses and I get my hair done and get my nails done and just look, I come correct, I am now the strategist that you should listen to. I transform from that shy, want to be on my own personality into this magnetic strategist that my audience wants to see. And that is why you have to implement batch creating. Now, today, for instance, I am doing this live after a session of batch creating content. I have shot about 4 or 5 videos before doing this live, before going live here. So in the next 2 weeks, I'm not going to be shooting any videos anymore. I'm just going to spend my days editing and posting, editing, optimizing and posting. The cycle is going to continue until I run out of content. But before I run out of content, I would have spent some time to batch create another set of content. And that is how you stay consistent, really. And that is also how you protect your energy as an introvert or as a quiet creator, someone who is not used to the shouting or being on all the time. So that is how you can protect your energy. Just have that create a second personality for yourself, okay? Create a second personality, create the alter ego, really. And you'll be good to go, and make sure you keep to it. You'll be consistent. I am so happy that in this live video, someone actually told me that my videos are fire. Someone told me that my videos are fire. Sona, that is Sosa, right? Sosa said my videos are fire. Someone else on the blog said, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, a male or a female. This person says they're my big fans, and I am so excited about that. See, that is what I tell people, right? You have to have this audience of one. If it is just these 2 people who are watching me consistently and they are getting value from what I am doing, Otilo, who I be, who am I? That is all I need. That is all the motivation I need. Hey baby. Yeah, my baby is here. What is it? Okay, I'm coming, yeah? I'm coming. I take, so you don't disturb mommy. Take. Good girl. Can I give daddy? Can I give daddy, yeah? Okay, guys, so I think we'll be running off very soon. We'll be running off very soon because Chairman is here now and he will be distracting. But this is how it is. So no matter how busy your life is, as a mom, as a whatever you're doing, really, you can still make this content creation thing work. And I'm so excited that people who are excited about my content, who value my content, because there was one painful content I got one day and it kind of slowed my spirit, but I said no, let me just overlook this. So to be getting these positive comments and some of the ones I've received in recent times, I'm super excited. And if you have just a few people who resonate with your content, who are happy and getting value from you, that's all the motivation you need to go on. Someone said, okay, because I posted something on, some of the things you need for YouTube to recommend your videos and give you more views is you have to make sure that your videos are things that people will enjoy, videos that people will actually enjoy, not something that you talk about, things that people will enjoy in your niche. You don't have to do something you're not interested in, but what I'm saying is find a unique way to make those videos in a way that your audience will enjoy. Okay, if your audience is enjoying your video, your content, you don't have any trouble with staying consistent, because that's all the motivation you need, and they will stay, they will keep watching, they will keep coming back for more. All right, so I was saying something about people want to watch the way. One of the ways to grow on YouTube and to get YouTube to keep recommending your videos is to ensure that you make your videos engaging enough for people to watch for longer. Make sure that your videos are engaging enough for people to watch for longer, so your average view duration is longer than the normal. Okay, and someone said, well, mine won't, meaning that my own videos will not keep them for longer. And I'm like, look at you, that means you're not my audience, and that's okay. All right, not everybody will enjoy your content, so that shouldn't deter you at all. You're not my audience, and that is why you're not enjoying it. But I will keep creating this content until my audience finds me, and once they do, Otilo, and that is how we will keep doing it. Okay, so this has been a fun time. I'm honestly looking forward to having more live sessions. Let me see if I can do something before we go. So finally, let me just drop this question, right? What's the scariest part of being seen online? Is it getting judged by people you know, or feeling like a fraud? That's imposter syndrome. Like you're not original. You're feeling like you're not original, or you just lack the energy it takes to keep being on. Or the fourth option is getting zero views and engagement. What's the biggest or the scariest part of being seen online? What's your own challenge? Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this on replay, just leave the comments, leave your answer in the comment section. I'll ask that question again. Okay, I said, what is your scariest part of being perceived online, or being seen online, or being a content creator rather online, especially as an introvert? Okay, the first one, is it being judged by people you know? Is it getting zero views and engagement? Is it feeling like a fraud, or that having that imposter syndrome? Or is it the energy it takes to stay on or energetic or lively all the time? Which is your biggest problem, or which is your scariest challenge? Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this in the after this live on the replay, just leave your answer in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Let's make that comment section a chat box. Let's chat. I'm going to come down there and we're going to have this conversation till it gets viral. So I will see you on my next live video. Make sure you're staying cool, make sure you're staying productive, and make sure you're staying magnetic. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.